Here's a quick tutorial on how to make a 512 by 512 image for your Play Store upload. I have the open source software Inkscape. I'm going to go to File. Just Google Inkscape and you can download it. But just have your image and go to File, Import. Navigate to it. In this case, I got Untitled Design. I designed it on canva.com. Bring it into your project, selection tool, drag it over to your document. And you can see the properties right here for the image. I'm going to make it pixels. And I am going to 512 and also 512 here. Oh, Control Z. Don't know what happened there. Selecting my image again. Okay. And now our image is 512 by 512, but our document is not 512 by 512. So we're going to also make the document 512 by 512. File, Document Properties, Custom Size, Units and Pixels. And we're going to call this to be 512. And also 512 here. And as you can see, the document has shrunk down. So X out of the properties, drag your image back to the document. All right, perfect. So you can actually save it and export it right now, and it'll be a 512 by 512 image for your Play Store upload. But I like to round the corners on some of mine, and I am going to do that here just to show you how to do that real quick too. Pay attention to the steps because I don't know why you have to do this dance in the software to do this. There might be an easier way, but in the software, if you want to do it, I'll show you how. So with your image selected, notice how it'll change properties for it. So I'm going to have it with the rounded corner arrows. Going to go to Object, Pattern, Objects to Pattern, and I'm going to click now my node tool. Once I click that, I click on this top left square and drag it away from the document. And as you can see, I'm lining up that circle and square right there. In fact, let me zoom in a little bit, make it a little. Okay. All I'm trying to do is that top right area. I'm trying. Whoop, crap. Control Z. All right, so let me try this again. Arrow. Now that I'm zoomed in, it'll make it easier. Object, Pattern, Objects to Pattern. Click my node tool. Get this. Drag it left until you can make that circle line up with the square. I'm using a touchpad on a keyboard, so it's kind of tough. Right there, perfect. So I'm going to let go of it now. And now with this selected, I can drag this down and it actually rounds the corners. You're not really going to be able to tell from right there, but I'll show you in a second where you can see it. But that's how you do it. Select it with the rounded corner arrows, Object, Pattern, Objects to Pattern. Click your node tool, drag the top left all the way over, line it up. Just rewind the video and watch it again because those specific steps will enable you to do it. Okay, documents 512, images 512. I got the corners rounded. So now what I'm going to do is hit File, Export PNG Image. I got my pixels already set up. I got my units already set up in pixels, 512 by 512. I'm going to export this as, choose my directory. I'm going to re-save the icon. I'm going to hit Save. And I'm going to export the image. And I'm going to replace the original. So real quick, I want you to see the original that we started with. As you can see, is like this. This is what we brought into it. This was the 500 by 500 pixel image. And now what we have is a rounded corner icon. See, now you can see the rounded corners. You couldn't in the Inkscape because of the background of the document was white. I should have changed it so you could see it, but you can get the idea now. And that's going to be my icon.